advanced tip number one. I wanted to give you, before I cut you loose here, I wanted to give you a few more advanced tips. If you're just starting out, you might want to wait and review this later after you kind of get your feet wet and have some articles submitted. But I just wanted to tell you some things that have helped me take things to the next level. The first one being outsourcing article creation. This is really, really important because I'll tell you, article marketing, it can writing the articles can get a little bit old, and I'll tell you, even though I might be really excited to write about something, which isn't everybody, I realize that too. There's only so much I can do a day. It's really a hard push to get 10 articles cranked out in a day just because I'm not again. I'm not the biggest writer. However, if you were to outsource, it means that you pay someone. So, let's say that I would pay someone $5 to write an article. If I can then turn that article into $10 of profit for me, I've just doubled my money. So that you can see that's really powerful. Because if I can only write 5 articles a day, but I'm able to pay somebody to do 10 articles a day for me, and that frees my time up to do something else. So. I'm not going to suggest that you jump right into this because if you don't know how to use the articles, you could find yourself paying for articles and then not getting your money back because you definitely need to, know how to ask people to write the articles. You need to know what type of products to promote and where to submit them and all that stuff. But again, it's something that's going to help you get over that barrier that once you realize, yeah, hey, article marketing, it really does work. I certainly want to invest some time and money into it. You can easily outsource this and have somebody write you high quality stuff. There are some places that you can go to find articles to get written for you. Need an article is one site. Elance, of course, Rent a Coder. There's some links listed in the resource book that accompanies this video series that you're watching. But again, I wouldn't be scared to try it. Uh, I certainly don't sit down and say, hey, give me 50 articles. I'll sit down and say, hey, can you, I'd like to get 2 articles. If this works out well, I want to buy more and then check out the writing style, ask to see samples that the writer's written. But there are a lot of people that have a side job, maybe even make a living from just writing articles, and they'll be happy to take your work. And as far as how much you have to pay for an article, um, I think it's anywhere between, you're going to find anywhere between $3 and $15. Again, it's hard to find a good quality one for less than five. And depending on the subject that you're going to be working with, you might find a higher price depending on the quality of the writer, a higher price. But I encourage you to shop around because I think you'd be surprised how cheap you can get some of this stuff.